About to get started here. Jaron Duran getting ready to hit. And we're underway here in the home opener. Ripped to first, caught.
They put a really good swing on that pitch and hit the ball hard. You know, line drives won't always find a hole, but the more you can hit the ball like that with good exit velo, the better off you're going to be in the long run.
Puts it in the air out towards left center. Mateo under it. And there's 2 down. Wilson Contreras now up to the plate. On the ground to the left. And it gets by him. Takes the turn. He's digging for second. And he'll make it to second base with 2 gone.
Wastes no time there. Got the top of the ball a little bit, but not much. That was hit pretty hard through the infield, so I think he'll be happy with that swing. Definitely generated some good bat speed.
Man on second, 2 down. Laser to the gap, should score the run. Contreras headed home. He scores and they have the lead. Pulls into second. That's an RBI double.
Everything came together for him. Nice job of driving that pitch the other way on a line. You know, hitters, they take so many reps in the cages working on going to the opposite field, and it doesn't always translate into the game, but right there it did, and he did it perfectly.
In the air out towards right center. And that is that. Here's Ronald Acuna Jr. at the plate.
No, that's foul.
High fly ball, right field. This could go the distance. Home run! That one felt good. On the ground to third. Tosses across to first. 1 pitch and 1 out. Eugenio Suarez next up for the Braves. There's a swing and a drive. That one carrying. Eugenio Suarez blasts one out. It's their second home run of the inning. And it finds its way through for a hit. And a man aboard.
He was all over that one. Smashed that one through the infield for the knock. When it's hit that hard, it makes it very tough on the infielders to make any sort of play.
And there's 2 down. At the plate, Chase DeLauder.
Ball, that's off the plate.
2 runs across in the inning. Here in the 3rd and final game of the series. Comes up empty. That's strike 2. Fouled off the plate. They'll do it again. Up the middle. Gets him easily. Ends the inning. Back in Atlanta Truist Park. So stepping in for Boston, Trevor Story. lifted in the air, left field, pretty well struck. And there's one away. Ground ball up the middle. Nice grab to first. Nicely done for the out. Here is Isaiah Kiner-Falefa. On the ground, right side. And that one handled. Out number 3. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. Now in for the Braves, Connor Griffin. Starting after it, appeal to first. Yes, he did. That's a swing. And the lefty with the 0-1. Base hit. Man aboard on the leadoff single.
I'm sure he feels really good about that one. You see a ball come off the bat like that, you know it was pretty much a perfect swing. And for me, I start wondering.
Contreras to second. Plenty of time at first. That's a double play. Here's Mauricio Dubon. That's to third. Out with room to spare, and that's the inning. Back at Truist Park, so stepping in for Boston, Carlos Narvaez. Right through there for a strike. That one finds the zone. That is strike 2. Sale, 36 years old, a former first-round pick back in 2010. Flashes the leather on the running catch. And there's one down. This one chopped on the ground, but foul. And the 0-1. This one in the air center field. Mateo should have this one. Takes it in for the out. Wilyer Abreu, the next to hit. He's 0 for 1. This one smoked on its way out of here. A solo shot. Grounds one to short. Griffin on to first. And Contreras is retired. Set for the bottom of the third. So now to the plate for Atlanta. Ronald Acuna Jr. And a foul ball. 0-1.
Inside, ball 1. Ball, that pitch is up.
Acuna punches one foul right side. And now 2-2. Stays alive. Comes a 2-2. Durant gets under it. One up, one down.
Up next for the Braves, catcher,
Ball, that's out.
Tied up here in the early going. Swing and a foul out of play. Here's a 1-1. And that's down, a base hit. So a man aboard now with one away. Here's the third baseman, Eugenio Suarez. 1 for 1 so far today with a solo homer in his first at bat.
Outside.
Sharp grounder, that's through for a base hit. They get it in quickly. So first and second now, one out. Swings through that one.
The last thing he wants is to hit the ball on the ground, but I wouldn't expect many pitches up in the zone. They'll be pitching for a double play in this spot. like to say he wasted a pitch. I think that was a purpose pitch. Change the eye level, have him look up. Now go back exactly where you want to go.
Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. Runners at first and second with one gone here in the last half of the third. Abreu has a beat on it. Brings it in. Runner tags at second, and he moves up a base. So 2 away with runners at the corners. Vladimir Guerrero Jr. now. Fly to center his first time.
Ball, that's just out.
Corners are occupied with 2 down. Connor Falefa got him on the off-balance throw. And that, as we go to the top of the fourth, so stepping in for Boston, Roman Anthony. That's a strike. 0-1.
Boog, over 80% of his first pitches are strikes. If you're doing that, you can have a really good day out there on the mound.
Dubon slings to first. Leadoff hitter retired in the fourth. That one fouled off. All tied up. Top half of inning number 4. Foul ball, still 0-2. Got him swinging. Now 2 away. Trevor Story comes up to the plate. Fly to left his first time. Line drive. And that's the 3rd out. Bottom of the 4th. Now in for the Braves, Chase DeLauder. That's hard hit on the line. 1 down. Yeah, that's fouled off. The 0-1. Ripped, but it curls foul. 0-2 now. Just missed.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
And that skips in the dirt. Out to center. Durant settles under this one. And a couple of quick outs. Jorge Mateo now. He's 0 for 1. And it's fouled away. 2 down, nobody on. Durant on the move. And that's the inning. We go to the top of the 5th. So stepping in for Boston, Ceddanne Rafaela.
You know, these Red Sox just lacking discipline at the plate in this ballgame. Chasing pitches has been a big part of the story. We've seen it quite a bit today. It's been tough for them to make contact at times, and it just doesn't look like they're seeing it very well as a group.
This one in the air, center field. And there's 1 down.
I just think the lack of drawing any walks is an indication that they need to be a little more selective and less anxious about forcing something to happen.
Out towards right center field. And a couple of quick outs. Carlos Narvaez digs in now. And first offering is fouled off. That one lifted to left. DeLauder on his way over. And that is that. We head to the bottom of the 5th. So now to the plate for Atlanta, Mauricio Dubon. Swing and a ball lifted in the air. Reaching for it. Makes the catch. Late swing fouled off. Tosses to first. Home man for the 5th inning, moving along. 2 quick outs. Here's the catcher, Shea Langoliers. There's the strike.
Oh, he's got to be pretty proud of this outing so far. Sometimes guys cower coming into a ballpark like this, but he has attacked hitters. Pitching on the road like this is very impressive. This has been a treat to watch.
2 down, nobody on. Anthony settles underneath it, and that ends the inning. All set for the top of the 6th. Now here's the Red Sox leadoff hitter, Jarren Duran. Fastball for a strike at 95. That's in there at the knees, and it's strike 2. In the air to left center. He's got it, and there's one away. Got it started a little too early. Strike 1. And a big swing and a miss.
Pretty frugal guy. He is very efficient with the pitch count in this one.
Sets him down on strikes. That was pretty nasty. And up to hit is Wilson Contreras. Foul ball there.
A little early on that fastball. I'm sure the pitcher taking a note. Look for an off-speed pitch on this next one.
And that one ripped to left, and that'll do it. Back here in Atlanta, now in for the Braves, Eugenio Suarez. Swing and a high fly ball pulled foul, and that's out of play.
You know, these Braves doing a good job of putting the ball into play, and that makes things more challenging on the defensive side. They have yet to strike out, and they're averaging more than a hit per inning. That's a great recipe for success right there.
One away.
And you know, that strikeout total, only 2 so far, really tells you they're not just running into good luck and getting hits to fall. They're earning those knocks.
Line drive to short and caught.
It's never fun going back to the dugout after hitting a line drive that finds a glove, but you will get some high fives. You know, when you make great contact, you feel like you've done everything right. But in this game of baseball, not everything is in your control.
And they have their first hit since the 3rd inning. So up next, Chase DeLauder. High fly ball down the left field line. Way back there. And that's a foul ball. Fouled off. He was late. And that's ruled a swing. It's a strikeout. Back in Atlanta, Truist Park. So stepping in for Boston, Roman Anthony.
That pitch started in and ended up on the outside edge. Just changing planes and very difficult, especially for a left-handed hitter to track.
Line drive. And a quick out, number 1.
Good piece of hitting right there. Nice hard line drive to the out.
They go with one of their more experienced arms in this spot, Tyler Kinley. And that is out of play. All tied up here in the top half of inning number 7. Oh, great stop from his knees, the throw. And that's a great play for the out. Here's Story now. To third. Fair ball. So a 2-out knock keeps the inning alive and puts the go-ahead run on base.
Just found a way to slap that ball down the third baseline. That's really excellent bat control, and it kind of goes back to all those drills you see hitters do off the tee where it's placed in different spots. That was just nice. And now let's see if they force some action with good wheels on the bases.
If
you're a base runner, you got to stay dialed in here. Look for anything in the dirt. Try your best to get into scoring position.
And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. That's out number 3. Bottom of the 7th. So now to the plate for Atlanta, Connor Griffin. Check swing, and he went 0-1.
He's got a rare skill set out there on the mound. Even when he's low on energy, his stuff still has bite to it. You just don't see it flattening out just because he's tired. He's still delivering good action. 0-2 curve right there. Hitter kind of expects that. Good job of just showing that confidence and trying to get back into this count.
Nope, that's a ball.
On the ground to third. And they get the leadoff hitter in the 7th.
Nope, that's foul.
Here's the 0-1. And that one fouled off. Here's the 0-2. Durant makes his way towards it, pulls it down, and he makes the catch. And there are 2 down. Now Mauricio Dubon. Lined, and that's a base hit. So the go-ahead run is on base with a knock.
Went up there looking to be aggressive. Got something he could handle. Good try.
Garrett Whitlock taking over on the mound. He has a great slider with tons of movement. Fought off foul. Anthony coming on. Makes the catch. Inning over. Isaiah Kiner-Falefa up to the plate. And that's in there at the knees for a strike. Up the middle. Oh, look at the stop. Fires to first, and they get the out. Big play there to get the leadoff man. In the air to left center. Mateo settles underneath it. That's out number 2. Now batting Jarren Duran. 0 for 3 in this one. This one in the air center field. Mateo on the move. He's got it, and that'll do it. Back at Truist Park. Now it's the Atlanta catcher, Shea Langoliers. That's a base hit. And a go-ahead run is on base.
Man, those are the types of hits where you don't feel any vibration in your hands whatsoever. Such a good feeling. It sounded different than most hits coming off the bat. You don't need numbers to tell you the ball was hit extremely hard, but at 115 miles per hour, that's not an exit velocity you see very often. Very impressive.
Carrying well. And that one hops the wall. Runner around third. They lead it in the 8th. It's a double. 3rd hit of the night for him.
Back-to-back base hits. I'll tell you, when you smoke a line drive.